This renovation, like all others presented on our channel, is supervised by the Austrian Institute for Building Protection.
Our last project was quite specific. We had to improve the cleanliness level of a space for hologram production. Such production may not require sterile conditions like a lab, but it does need very high purity. The workplace was a multi-story office building in Vienna, built on old foundations and cellars that reached 3 floors down. These cellars were demolished and converted into underground garages, except for one located on sub-level 3. This particular location was specifically chosen by the Integri Sign Company to be their primary production facility, where they are responsible for manufacturing holographic security features for a wide range of official documents, including personal identification cards, driver's licenses, and various different types of bank account cards. As for the production site itself, the basement was deliberately selected because it experiences virtually no vibrations whatsoever from the street outside. When laser printing holographic signs, which requires the highest precision, such vibrations must be reduced to an absolute minimum. Before our renovation, the basement was primarily wet, but that wasn't the biggest problem for the investor, but the crumbling old mortar between the bricks, which was causing dust. This in turn made the safe production of holograms impossible. In the basement, the floor was in the best condition overall, apart from a few areas in the screed that are detached because of moisture. What kind of work did we have to perform? First, we had to very thoroughly clean the walls, removing all old structural fragments that could potentially detach or cause dust to accumulate on the basement air. The most effective method for such situations, besides initial grinding, is sandblasting. We apply sand at a pressure of up to 10 atmospheres to the surface of the walls, thus very thoroughly removes all unstable and soft fragments of old plasters and mortars. One of the main problems on site, which a previous technical audit had revealed, was a 40 square meter section of wall that was literally leaking water. So following the proper technological method, we had to apply a separate insulation to these areas, first using NCT crystal mortars and then NCT SEM. Then we applied the NCT Hydro coating to the entire basement room, including the previously mentioned troublesome surface. A few words about it. This is a product based on water glass intended for soft stones and bricks. It strengthens the surface and its structure, penetrating from 0.5 centimeter to 2 centimeters deep. NCT Hydro creates the so-called lotus effect on the walls. Walls covered with this coating can be cleaned very easily. This specific property of the coating was extremely important for our client so that he could easily maintain the desired level of cleanliness within the interiors, specifically the walls, during the production of holograms. Additionally, the NCT Hydro coating significantly reduces condensation on walls, preventing moisture from combining with dust on their surfaces and thus hindering the formation of a durable and difficult to remove dirty residue. While the product is indeed vapor permeable, it still limits moisture penetration into the room by as much as 30%. This amount, however, is sufficient to maintain the appropriate cleanliness of the wall surfaces. Additionally, the entire old ventilation system has been renovated. Of course, we are talking about mechanical ventilation, as you can see in the photo, and not gravity-based. Thanks to it, the basement maintains a more or less constant level of air humidity, not exceeding 50%, which is optimal. In the basement we are discussing, during previous renovation works, a concrete floor had been originally installed. The ordinary concrete that was simply used there over time, under the constant influence of moisture, deformed in several spots and began to delaminate. Consequently, on the floor surface, covering an area of approximately 5 square meters, we thoroughly insulated the damaged spots using NCT crystal and NCT SEM mortars. Finally, we also improved these areas, making cosmetic adjustments with leveling compounds. Since apart from a few spots, the floor was dry. It was enough to simply repaint it with a high abrasion-resistant floor paint for heavily trafficked surfaces. We therefore applied a polymer coating designed for garage floors from the Austrian company Baumit.
If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more construction tips. Thank you for watching and see you in the next project.